Hey guys, Brian Hilliard here, author of the best-selling book Networking Like a Pro and How to Overachieve Without Overcommitting. And today I want to talk about how you can be more efficient with your day, because let's just be honest, as a busy entrepreneur like myself, I'm sure you're in the same boat. There is just a ton of things that you need to get done, and quite frankly, not enough time to do it in. So what I want to do is talk with you a little bit about how I'm more efficient with my stuff. And quite simply, it actually breaks down into two schools of thought. All right. Now, the first one is something that I call task efficiency. Now, that's a conversation around having a, list of tasks that needs to get done. And it's just like bang, 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 bang. I've got 28 things on my to-do list and I'm just going to slog through it. It's a conversation around staying up late and getting up early and working through lunch and just, it's very linear in nature, and you're probably familiar with this, all right? And that's actually not what I suggest. Instead, I like door number two, which is what I call process efficiency. Now, process efficiency is very simple because that's where you invest your time into various processes that allows you to be more efficient throughout your day. So let me give you an example. One of the processes that I have is publishing my online newsletter. All right. So I know that I need to, record the session like I'm doing right now. I need to upload it to my computer. Then I need to be able to upload it to my blog. And then I need to be able to send it out and distribute it through my newsletter. That's my process. It's a simplified process, but that's my process. All right. So what I usually do is I will have, different things set up. So I'll have like 3 or 4 videos that I upload all at once. Okay, and I go through that process. That might take me 20 minutes, but I go through that process, and that way I'm able to do all of that at once, and then my newsletter might be scheduled to go out for the next 3 or 4 weeks. And I don't have to worry about that ever again. Okay, as opposed to the task-oriented approach, people might think, well, what's the difference? The task-oriented approach might say, well, let me do my newsletter, record that real quick, and then let me go check email, and then let me go to answer this phone call, let me take care of this, and let me do that. The task-oriented approach has you bouncing all over the place, right? It's 28 things and you're just bouncing all over the place because of whatever. The process-oriented approach says, all right, it does 2 things. It says, first of all, I know I need to send out, again, this newsletter. That makes sense. Well, there's 5 things or 4 things that I need to do once I start that process. So it's not, let me just record my newsletter and then do something else. It's, let me start the process of uploading and getting my newsletter out, right, to my database, which starts with recording and ends with sending it and scheduling it out on my online newsletter, which is MailChimp, but it helps keep me focused. I think a lot of times we wind up, and I've talked about this, a lot of times as entrepreneurs, we wind up distracting ourselves. We wind up getting phone calls. That's not distracting ourselves, but answering it is. We wind up doing text. We wind up answering email. We wind up doing all these things that derail ourselves. But instead, if we just stuck to the process, in this case of sending out a newsletter, we go bang, 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 bang. Another process that I have is social media, right? So I don't just be like, oh, let me send out a social media, and then, oh, let me make a phone call. Oh, no. I just take 20 minutes, and I'm like, okay, let me get my social media organized. Let me, on Facebook, let me schedule these things, or, on LinkedIn, let me make some posts, or, let me, update my profile. I've got all of this stuff down. So the process of doing and getting my social media is maybe 3 or 4 things. Same thing when I sign on a new client. My process is, let's get them into the database. Let's send them a card. Let's, create the hit list. Let's email that to them. That's my process. So now when I'm done with my day, right, I don't think to myself, well, I just hit and didn't really get anything done, but I was kind of all over the place. Instead, I think to myself, hey, I published my newsletter. I onboarded 2 new clients. I sent out some proposals to some prospective clients. And now I go to bed feeling like I actually got stuff done. And here's the thing. I'm much more efficient with my time because I'm in that frame of mind of whatever process I'm in. All right. So hopefully that makes sense. And hopefully that's something that you can see yourself doing. If you'd like, swing on by our blog. It is www.overachieveblog.com. But in the meantime, my name is Brian Hilliard saying so long, take care, and thank you for your time.